Hello everybody, Catweazle here. Welcome back to Arkham Horror. The woods so dark and deep. This is turn 3. Quick recap of turn 2. Had a bit of a meeting between 3 of the investigators in the curiosity shop where they all pooled their money and tried to find an elder sign. Unfortunately they didn't succeed. They did get a couple of nice items, a couple of ritual blades, and Ashcam Pete got the Narkle key. Now I hadn't seen that before, sort of read it, and I don't think he understood it properly. But in the interim, I've had another look at it, and it basically means that he can use it to open a gate. As long as it is in a location, so it can be in a stable location, he can open a gate by spending 2 movement points. Not only can he open the gate, he can choose what gate it is. So obviously, Pete is going to choose the Dreamlands. And he's going to go to the Dreamlands, hopefully fulfill his personal story and come back. Yes, once again, I've had an outrageous stroke of luck. It's quite... I'm beginning to scare myself now. But it does look like he will be able to fulfill his personal story by reading the tome. Also, fortunately, as he was first player last turn, he will be last player this turn, which means that both Jenny and Zoe can leave the curiosity shop before he opens the gate. So that's very lucky as well. So, yes, I've been quite outrageously fortunate there. The one thing we got on the bad side was we did have a monster surge, and we did end up with 6 monsters in Arkham, 2 or 3 of which are extremely nasty monsters, but particularly the Dark Young, which is currently at 5 toughness and is just a horror that we're going to have to sort of deal with. We also got a rumour card, which is good work undone. I was thinking about letting it go, but thinking more about it, I just want to get rid of it. So in order to do that, I'm probably going to have to send Zoe to get rid of a couple of the clue tokens off it. Hopefully Rex, he gets clues for fun. Hopefully he'll be able to chip in there as well, and we'll try and get rid of as much as we can off it. It is worth it because everybody will get a unique item once we get rid of it, and surely to God we're going to get an Elder Sign in the next 4 cards. Hopefully anyway. If it's the way my luck's been going, we'll hopefully get all 4. But I doubt that'll happen really. So what we're going to do now is we'll move the first player token to Rex Murphy, and we'll head off up to the upkeep phase. Here we are with Rex, the ginger goatee of the woods, and well, he's obviously, like, it's the upkeep phase, he's in the newspaper, he's got 10 clues, he's got a bag oozing green slime evidence that he's just going to plant on Doyle Jeffrey's desks. And says, there you go, Doyle. How's that for proof? So let's just check his card. The search for proof. Pass. If Rex is at the newspaper during the upkeep phase, and he is, he may spend 10 clues to place extra in play. So, here is clues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 clues going back into the supply, and we can put extra in play. So let's have a read. Extra, read all about it. Nameless evil slumbers at the core of the world. End times are nigh. Extra. Rex gains $5 and is immediately blessed. In the upkeep phase, the first player will gain a clue token, which is him in this particular upkeep. So he gets 1 clue token back. Boink. And he gains $5. he's up to 8. He also gains $2 for his retainer. So he's up to 10. He doesn't have to roll for his retainer this turn because he's only just got it. So he's got $10 now, and let's just put this on here and then we can sort this. And the curse card gets flipped over because he's blessed. Yay! Brilliant stuff. And that's how you turn a family curse around. Well done, Rex. Right, what's he going to do this turn? First thing is he's going to get another clue token. He got one for being first player, but he's going to get another one because of his investigation ability. So he's got 2 clue tokens now. I have a feeling that we can get into Eastown and he can use those 2 clue tokens to take it off that rumour card. Zoe's got 2 clue tokens, so she can take 2 off, and Jenny's got 1, so we could get it all the way down to just 1 clue token. Right, so are we going to change anything else on Rex? No, I'm pretty happy with where he's up to, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, next up is Zoe. Here we are with Zoe. She's not going to go killing things yet. I want to get rid of that rumour. So she's going to go to the Easttown streets as well. She'll be able to have a trade with Rex because Rex has got some good stuff. So really want to make sure that Zoe is as tooled up as possible. And she can go there. She's got 2 clue tokens that can be used against the rumour as well. So I think we'll do that. We'll keep her speed at 4. That'll give her 4 movement points. She only needs 3, so that'll be fine. Is there anything else she has to roll for? She doesn't have to use a healing stone yet. She hasn't lost any sanity or stamina. Has she got anything else to do? No. No, so she's fine. She hasn't got any upkeep or anything to be getting on with. Oh, tell you what she will do though. We'll have one last trade between her, Pete and Jenny. And the reason for that is I want Pete to have all the money because of his special ability. So just going to leave her $2 just in case. Oh, in fact, she's got the healing stone, hasn't she? Yes, she's going to give all her $3 to Ashcan, which puts him up to 6. And Jenny is going to give her $4, which would give, that'd be $10 altogether. So rather than have all these dollar tokens, I'll just get 2 $5 tokens, neaten it up a bit. So Ashcan's got $10 there. Okay, that's Ashcan sorted out. That dark cloak +1 to evade checks. I think he'll keep that. Yep, that's fine. And there's that ancient spear though. So you swap the ancient spear for the shotgun. It can be changed into a magical weapon. No, I think that's fine. I think we'll keep that as fine. I don't think we'll swap anything else out. Yep, so that's it for Zoe. Next up is Jenny Barnes. Here we are with Jenny. She's going to go to Easttown streets. She needs 3 movement. She's got 3 movement through a speed. She'll be able to spend 1 clue token against the rumour. She does have to roll for a bank loan, but first she does get $1 from her upkeep. She's not going to give that to Ashcan because just on the off chance that she has to pay this back towards her loan. So on a 1, 2 or 3, a 3, so good job we didn't do that. Her trust fund dollar goes straight back in to the supply because she pays it back to the bank. Okay, right, so that's that sorted. Next up what are we going to do? Well, she's got a knife here. She's going to equip her ritual blade, I think, and put her. Oh, we won't put a knife in her. We want to keep her hand free for wither, don't we? Right, so she's got a couple of knives there. She might hand off to somebody. We'll see. Or she might just might just keep them there. They're not that clever. Okay, so that's it for Jenny. Is there anything else we need to do? No, that's fine for Jenny. She won't be able to Nameless Cults, the tome. She hasn't really got the movement speed to use it. Exhaust and spend 1 movement point. She's going to give this to Ashcan Pete. It's a tome for Ashcan. Excellent, and that's it for Jenny. So next up it is Ashcan Pete, and here we are with Ashcan. Right, we've had some good luck with Ashcan, though I didn't quite realise at the time. This tome is immense. When we're not going to move anywhere, we're going to stay at the Curiosity Shop. We're going to spend 2 movement points and make a law -2 check, and if we pass, we can search the gate marker stack for that Dreamlands gate. We can open it at the Curiosity Shop because it's allowed. So it's a stable location. It will put a Doom token on the Doom track, and we will have to draw 2 monsters. We'll draw like the normal monster and a hexagon monster, but I think it's worth it to get into the Dreamlands. We'll lose 1 sanity and then discard it, assuming we pass, of course. That'll be 2 of his movement points. He does have 3 movement points. So we'll try Nameless Cults at the same time. We'll exhaust and spend 1 movement point and see if we can draw a spell. If we fail, nothing happens. But because it's Ashcan, both him and Rex Murphy have a relationship card. They are both members of the book club. So when he attempts to use those 2 tomes, Rex could do the same. I don't want Rex to use the Narcal key. Normally, if it wasn't for Ashcan Pete being, having to get to the Dreamlands, I wouldn't use it at all. You just put in, you're just opening an extra gate. And getting an extra Doom token and getting more monsters, which is, that's not good. But it is good for the fact that, in this instance, because I want to get to the Dreamlands. So Rex isn't going to bother using that one, but he may well try the Nameless Cults one as well. He'll get a chance to use that. He's got 4 movement. He's only going 3. So when he's in Eastown, he'll also have the opportunity to try Nameless Cults because of this relationship card. Members of the book club. Woohoo! Right, okay. That's it for upkeep. Let's get on to the movement phase. Okay, first up we've got Rex. So Rex is going to go 1, 2, 3 to the Eastown street. So let's have a quick look at the rumour, which says Arkham encounter phase. So we'll do it in the encounter phase. Keep that there. So he's going to stop in the Eastown streets. Next up is Zoe Samaras, and she's going to go 1, 2, 3, and she's stood there now with Rex, and they're going to trade because Rex has got some funky stuff. He's going to give her the Lamp of Alhazred, so she's now got a very strong magical weapon as well as the shotgun. He's also going to give her holy water, so she's now got 2 vials of holy water. So basically she's got 2 holy hand grenades, so she's got that as well. She in return, he's going to give Rex the ritual blade. He's got 2 hands, that's 1 hand, and the cavalry sabre he had from the start, he's going to put that in his other hand. So he's not badly off either as far as weaponry goes. And he's blessed, so he may be able to do some monster killing now that he's not cursed. So we'll have a look at that in a bit, or possibly next turn, because we're going to have to go around and start killing some very soon. Right, what's next? What's next is... So he's moved. There's nothing else you wanted to do, was there? No. So next up is Jenny Barnes, and she's going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're having a party in Eastown. Right, is Jenny going to... Just having a think about Jenny and whether she is going to trade. No, she's not. But what I've just noticed, actually, just having a look at Rex there, he's got Bind Monster, hasn't he? Any phase, cast and discard this spell to pass 1 combat check. You must roll successes equal to the monster's toughness to cast this spell. So we get +4. I'm just thinking about the Dark Young, but we'd have to get 5 successes. But if his law was up at 5, that'd give him 9 dice and he's blessed. And then that's an automatic succeed. Yep, I'll keep that in mind. That might be the way to get rid of that Dark Young. It is endless, it'll go straight back to the cup because of it being shub. I think they're endless. Yeah, Dark Young have endless ability. Curses! But it'd just be nice to get it off the board. Okay, right, I'll think about that one. So that's all those 3 have moved, so it's Ashcan Pete! And Ashcan Pete is going to do some rolling. Because, first of all, we're looking at the Narkle Key, and we're also looking at Nameless Cults. So, first of all, let's roll for Nameless Cults. It's only 1 movement point. Makes a law check. His law's 0, so he's not going to pass that, is he? So, must have made a mistake. I have. What an idiot. Right, I'm not going to be able to do the Narkle Key or Nameless Cults because I forgot to move Ashcan Pete's law up. His law's only 3. What I'm going to have to do is and he's only got a focus of 1 as well. What am I going to do? Take 3 turns to push that up. Yeah, so I couldn't, even if I'd remembered at the upkeep phase, I could have only put his law up by 1. Right, in that case, he's going to move. And guess where he's going? 1, 2, 3. He's going to Eastown as well. What an odd game this is. Right, he's going there as well because he's got clues. He'll be able to get rid of that. So he can now trade because he's there with everybody else and everyone's having a jamboree in the Easttown streets. Somebody else can use the Narkle Key next turn, and I'm thinking Rex, because Rex has got like 5 law, and if Rex and Ashcan Pete go through that Dreamlands game at the same time and then come out at the same time, then there shouldn't be a problem. So otherwise it's 3 extra turns before Ashcan Pete can use his focus to get up to 3, and even then it's a -2 check on the Narkle Key, so it's just like 1 dice, and there's chances that he's not going to be able to make it. Rex is going to have much better chance, so I think that's the way we're going to try and do it. Right, so everybody is now in the Easttown streets. Let's get on with the Easttown street encounter phase. And here we are. Now normally there won't be an encounter phase at all because we're all in the streets, but there will be this time, because what we're going to do is we will have enough to get rid of all those clues. So let's take them 6 clues off. and get rid of the rumour card. So they go back in the supply. And the people who are going to contribute clue tokens are Jenny, 1. Rex is going to contribute 2. Zoe's going to contribute 2. And Ashcan Pete's going to contribute 1. So he's the only one with clue tokens left at the moment. He's got 4. Which means he only needs 1 more then to be able to seal a gate. So those 6 clues go in. It means that our rumour card wasn't with us very long. Right, pass. If there are no clue tokens on this card, return it to the box. Each player draws 1 unique item. Very nice. I don't mind if I do. Because it's going back to the box, I'll just put it in a slightly separate discard pile. Because when it says go back to the box, it does mean go back to the box. It won't go into a discard pile and perhaps be shuffled in later if we get a stars or right card or whatever it is. So we've got rid of that, and everybody is now going to draw a unique item. So let's just come out a bit. Right, so who's the first player? Rex is up first. And he gets the Book of Dejaan, another tome, which is very useful for him to get. Not that it matters anyway, because we're all in the same place and we can swap them around anyway. But again, a tome, we've got that members of the book club. So, and obviously he's a bit of a spellcaster. He's got 5 law. So that's Rex's. Zoe gets the Ancient Spear. Excellent. Right, so she didn't need it off Ashcan Pete after all. So she's got another weapon. Cool the Ghouls. We still haven't got an Elder Sign. What's going on? That's another tome. That's going to Jenny Barnes. And last one, come on. Another Cool the Ghouls. Well, we're doing rubbish on the actual drawing. We may be outrageously lucky in other areas of this game, but the hunt for Elder Signs is not one of them. Right, so I'll take all these, and the Ancient Spear. If she's got the Ancient Spear, does she need the shotgun? Can she give it somebody else? Two-handed. Yeah, she's going to give it Jenny. Jenny's not going to use it at the moment, but she'll have it on her just in case, because it's a good physical weapon. Cult the Ghouls. We'll give those. I think we'll end up giving both of those to Rex, along with the Book of Dejaan, because the Cult the Ghouls, it's gain 1 clue token. So if we give it Rex, both of these, he will obviously get 2 clue tokens. Plus he's got, I think he's got the sanity to cover it. So we'll do that. And the Book of Dejaan, he may as well have that as well. So he's all tomed up, is the lad. So he ended up taking most of those because he's the guy who can make most use of them. Right, so it's a bit disappointing we didn't get an Elder Sign, wasn't it? Right, okay. I'm wondering whether to give the Healing Stone to him, to Rex now. Or he might just go up to Arkham Asylum to cast all those. Yeah, I think he'll do that. We'll keep the Healing Stone with Zoe, I think. Right, okay. Right, that was the rumour sorted out, and the Elder Sign's not found. So nobody's in the other world as yet, and that means that next up it's the Mythos phase. Okay, here we go. Laugh and Chuckle deck. Oh, we've got another environment card, so at least we get rid of that Horns of the Black Goat horror, and the Dark Young goes back to 4 toughness. We've got a gate at the woods, which is very thematic, considering we're playing the Black Goat of the Woods. So let's get the clue token goes to Independence Square. That's up there. And a gate. That goes on there. Doom token. Shove is now up to 3. Put another Doom token on top of the gate stack. And what's next? Monsters. Yep, we draw monsters. One of each. The first one I'm going to draw is going to be from the normal monster deck, and you'll see why. So a Maniac, we like them, and that's the reason why. Because if we get something horrific out of the Hexagon deck, it's going to the outskirts. So Dark Young would be nice. A Child of the Goat. So Child of the Goat is in the outskirts. So we've got one in the outskirts now. So that's worked okay for us. We're not too bothered about the terror track this game. It's not like we're playing Hasta, but it's still something we've got to keep an eye on, but it's not as critical as it was in the King in Yellow game we played. Right, so that's that. Monster movement. Squares, diamonds and circles. We have a circle because that's the buyer key. That's a fly around the Merchant District streets. Fortunately not the Eastown streets, and it goes to the sky. Squares and diamonds. No, that's 2 crescents. And all the others are hexagons, aren't they? Yep. So that's it for monster movement. Heatwave, environment weather card. Fight checks in Arkham are made at a -1 penalty. We need to start killing monsters as well. But law checks in Arkham are made at a +1 bonus. Fire vampires have their toughness increased by 1. And yeah, that seems okay. It's better than a bloody Horns of the Black Goat that we've got in play at the moment. So we can discard that. And replace it. Oop. Get it into the sleeve. And we can replace that with Heatwave. Stand up. Right. So, an odd turn. That helped by the fact that I forgot that Ashcan Pete, I forgot to move his law up. But he only had 1 focus, so he still wouldn't have been able to cast the spell. Or, read the tome, the Narkle key tome. So he wouldn't have been able to do it. So, oh, hang on. While we were doing all that swapsying before, he's actually going to give those 2 to Rex anyway, who's now got like tomes and books all over the place. Our first player next turn will be Zoe, and looks like Rex is going to have to get himself a library for all these tomes. Okay, yes, odd turn that, odd turn. And we've got a very odd looking board, but there's 2 gates open now, and hopefully we can at some point start killing monsters. Good old Rex can look to get some clues. Ashcan needs another clue, take him up to 5 again. And let's have a think. Jenny, oh, Jenny could get to the Black Cave, which is one of the Cult of the Thousand locations. So we can see her having an encounter, and she can pick up a clue. And let's see if Zoe can't find a monster that she can take on. Right, so thank you for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions and the comments. As always, they are much appreciated. I hope you join me next time for turn 4 of Arkham Horror, The Woods So Dark and Deep. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.